What's up YouTube? I'm Red Man here, and today I'm coming at you with the first video of my new series, All Pro Noob, or APN. This is also my first Noob Tuesday video, which is going to be a part of APN, where hopefully every Tuesday I'll get up a video with multiple tips about how to be a better noob and just improve your noob gameplay. Now let's get into this video. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, what is a good noob gun? Well, in my opinion, the best type of gun that you can use for noobing it up would be a submachine gun. And as far as submachine guns go, just because of damage, rate of fire, all the stats mixed in together, I would say the PP90 or the MP7 would be the best submachine gun. I haven't unlocked the MP7 yet, but I play private matches a lot, and I use it in those, and I honestly prefer the PP90. I know it's just personal preference, but it just seems that I get a lot more kills with the PP90 than I do with the MP7. As far as proficiencies go, I would recommend either melee or focus. I use focus because I find myself aiming down sights in a lot of gunfights, and when you're using focus, the gun doesn't kick near as bad when you're in gunfights and get shot. When you get shot, the gun has less recoil, so it makes it to where instead of going completely above them, when you get shot, it basically almost guarantees you to have a headshot. While any attachments will work on this weapon, I highly recommend that you use rapid fire, as the weapon has amazing iron sights, so you're not going to really have any use for an optic. And the gun shoots fast the way it is, but if you're on a map like Hard Hat, if you've seen my earlier video, you've seen that. I was spraying a lot instead of aiming down sights and taking precautions when it comes to shooting and trying to get very good shots. This is a spray and pray weapon, so it's just a weapon that you hip fire a lot from, and rapid fire really helps you when there's two people hip firing. Camos are really not important on submachine guns. They're only mainly important on a gun that you need to stay hidden with. Although, since it's a submachine gun that you don't need to stay hidden with, it's just personal preference, but I recommend going with something intimidating. So I use red, and I'm on my way. I'm 2 levels away from unlocking gold, and when I unlock that, I'm going to start running gold. Just because I've noticed a lot of the time when somebody's running gold, other people, his enemies, are looking at the person, they're like, well, he has a gold gun, he's really good, we need to try and avoid him, and that ought to just help you put fear into your enemies and stop them easier. Secondary weapons are mainly personal preference, but if you're trying to be a noob, well, any class really, you definitely ought to go with a machine pistol. But if you're trying to be a noob, I think it's obvious that you need to go with FMG9s. MP9s, Scorpions, and G18s are all beast, but even though it has quite a bit of kick, I just really like the FMG9. Once again, any attachment will really work, but since this is how to be a good noob, it's obvious that you need to go with a Kimbo. FMG9s, I'm sure I'm going to get some backlash because of this, but these things are just beast. If I run out of ammo on my PP90, it's really easy just to switch over to these things and put a bunch of bullets downrange, and you can get quite a few kills just off of these things, and they really help your KD. When it comes to lethals, it's definitely personal preference. For me, it depends what game mode I'm playing. If I'm playing like Kill Confirmed or Team Deathmatch or something like that, I use frags. But if I'm playing Domination, I'll either use Simtex or C4, just because C4, I can drop it on our flag, and when somebody comes to take the flag and it shows up where the, like, say they're taking B and B starts flashing, just squeeze that and get them. Or if they're defending, you can just chuck a Simtex and take a bunch of them out. When it comes to tactical, for being a noob, I would definitely say go with a concussion grenades or flash grenades, just because if you play properly for a noob, especially on smaller maps, you can nade spam all the time and get a bunch of assists and kills. And if you're running Hardline Pro, 2 assists count as a kill, which really helps. Perk 1 is sort of a no-brainer because the FMG9s and PP90s both take forever to reload. So I definitely recommend that you use Sleight of Hand Pro, and it just makes the guns reload so much faster than they usually do. Perk 2 is a little bit less obvious. I use Hardline Pro so that I can get my perks and Specialist 1 kill early, and also because 2 assists count as a kill, and I nade spam all the time, like I said, which gets me a lot of assists. Like I said, it's less obvious because there's also Overkill Pro, and Overkill Pro will let you have a primary as your secondary, and if I was going with the MP7, I would say use a Striker as your backup with Overkill Pro, but FMG9s work fine, so I stick with Hardline. Like Perk 1, Perk 3 is sort of a no-brainer. It's Steady Aim, because you always hip fire the FMG9s, obviously, and you hip fire the PP90 a lot because it is a spray and pray weapon. As strike packages go, I use the Specialist strike package, and as I said earlier, I use Hardline Pro, so I get each of my perks after 1 less kill. So after 1 kill, I get Blind Eye Pro, after 3 kills, I get Scavenger Pro, and after 5 kills, I get Blast Shield Pro, and then obviously after 7 kills, I get every perk in the game, which really helps if you're going for a Moab, or just, it makes you almost unstoppable in this game because you have every single perk, and it's really hard to take somebody down with every single perk, except Overkill. I don't think you can use Overkill. My death streak is another thing that I'm going to get a lot of backlash over for sure. I use Dead Man's Hand, which I know it's controversial and makes a lot of people mad, but it's a noob class. If you want to use Dead Man's Hand, don't care what they think. They're people that you're probably never even going to talk to again, so just don't worry about that hate and stuff. Just, if you want to use Dead Man's Hand, it's a really good death streak. Just go ahead and use it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been my first video in the All-Pro Noob series, Noob Tuesday. And if these tips help you out and you enjoyed them, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Or favorite this video if you believe that it deserves one. I would like to go ahead and apologize if the video seemed a little bit low quality. I was having trouble getting the pictures to edit right. They didn't seem to just want to start looking better. They wanted to really fight with me about it. But anyway, thank you for watching. This has been I'm Your Midman, and yeah, thanks. Bye.